Hi, it's Mr. Wasemann, and today we're going to discuss how do we read with purpose when we are researching for information on our famous Hoosier topics. I have my reading page pulled up, and here in the description of the two approaches you could use, you can do one of two things. You can read for a specific answer, which I've dubbed the fishing pole approach, or you can gather bulk information, which is the fishing net approach. Um, the first one is basically looking for a answer for a specific question. I'm going to start there. So here I have my essential questions graphic organizer pulled up. And the next question I'm looking for is, what was Steve McQueen, he's my topic, what was his full given birth name, including any nicknames he may have had? So I'm going to go to my article that I have pulled up on biography. Okay. Now, here's a little hint. A lot of these biography websites, like biography.com or Wikipedia, will have a body of text that you need to read, but they will also have a section off to the side, a little text feature or call out that gives some useful information. And one of the facts that I'm looking for was, what was Steve McQueen's full name? Well, down here in this call out box, it tells me that his true name was Terrence Stephen McQueen. Steve McQueen went by his middle name. So I want that piece of information on my graphic organizer. Now I'm going to show you a little trick. You can copy and paste specific words and phrases into your graphic organizer. So see, I am highlighting the name Terrence Stephen McQueen. I hold down Control C, and then I go to my document, and where I want to put that information, I'm just going to paste it, and it pops right up. Now, keep in mind, you are going to be writing your biography in your own words. So do not, I repeat, do not copy and paste full sentences and lines of text. I do not want to read a Wikipedia article with your name on it. But in this case, where I'm just writing down words and phrases, like, say, for example, the date he was born, March 24th, 1930, I can copy that information and then drop it in the right box. Now, this is an example of the fishing net approach, because that piece of information, his birth date, was not the next question in order. The next question was, where was he born? Okay. But when I find a fact in an article that I need, I'm going to write it down in my graphic organizer. So that's the second approach, the fishing net approach. I would start with the beginning of this article and I would read it. And as I read, anytime I come across a piece of information that I find useful, I would put it in my graphic organizer. And then I would take stock of what I've found and then inventory all the questions I still don't have answers for. And that's how I would approach my research when I look at the next article. So rather than bouncing back and forth looking for one specific answer, I would just write down everything I learn and then figure out what I have left to discover. Okay, and those are the two approaches. So if I do the fishing pole approach, which is look for one answer at a time, I might have to scour one article. And if I don't find what I'm looking for, I have to move on to a second article until I find that piece of information. And I might have to just keep going until I find my answer. The approach you take, whether it be the read for a specific answer or gather bulk information, is really up to you. And it might take a little experimenting with both approaches to figure out which one you feel more comfortable with. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Otherwise, we'll talk more tomorrow, and happy hunting for famous Hoosier information. Thanks.